Tactical Med Student here with the Sig Sauer P224. The P224. So mine's chambered in 40 cal, as you can see here. Essentially, 40 cal Smith & Wesson Sig. Field stripped it, so it's already safe. This one is double action, single action. So when you cock back the hammer, right, and you fire, only one thing is moving at concurrent rate, right? But if you go, so that's called single action, right? So it's pretty much bam, right? Now this is double action, single action, which means it does both. So for example, when I go ahead and pull back on the trigger, you see how the hammer's going back? So that's double action. So this can do double action, single action, right? Or if, slides on, you just rack it back. This goes back, boom, right? One question that was asked is whether or not the slides are interchangeable between the 229, 226, and the 224. Speaking specifically about the 224, I actually was curious about this only because there's a model that came out with of the 229, which was called the 229C or the 229 carry. And that pretty much was the 229 with 224 slide on top. So it actually makes it a little bit shorter, right? If you kind of imagine this on there, right? And if you're wondering if you can kind of like do this at home or just, get the parts together and do Legos, it's not going to go in, right? So it kind of stops right there. All right. So if you think about it, the 229 carry is pretty much has maybe about an inch or two off of the 229 carry. So that's this. 224. Right? So when it's cocked back, you use the decocker here as a safety measure to to let this go. Because you never want to go ahead and, when this is back, hold on the hammer, pull on the trigger, and let go. That's how accidents happen. So you never want to do this, right? So what you do want to do is when this is back, either do it this way now, right? Use a decocker. So this is a decocker right here, right? This takedown lever, side release, hammer, and you can't really see it, but the sights on these, they glow green in the dark, right? And that's pretty much it. That's the 224. Now these grips that are on here, I think I might have one around here somewhere for an extra SB 2022 grip. It's around here somewhere, but I'll try to find it and show you guys. Similar to this grip and this grip, or some folks like to call it sandpaper, some people refer to it as E2. It's actually pronounced E squared, right? So enhanced ergonomics is what it stands for, hence E2 or E squared, right? So here it is here. We're gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like. Never put your finger on the trigger unless you're planning on using it. Nothing's in chamber, mag's loaded, right? And that's what it looks like, flush. And these are my fingers. Some people will go get an extended mag, or what some folks will do is they'll get the 229 and they'll put something around it or add some kind of extension to it, where then it pretty much turns into a 229 carry, essentially, right? With the extended mag. So this will take, and I'll just put in one here real quickly. Just to kind of show you that it takes a 229 mag. And I'll do the same thing with a 226 mag. Right, so that's what it looks like with 226 mag. So to answer immediate questions, whether or not you can put a slide of a 226 or a slide of a 229 on a 224, you can't. You can interchange the magazines. It might look a little awkward, but you get more rounds out of it. So for the noobs out there, these are pretty much single stacked, right? Which can't really show you from the back, but these are pretty much single stacked. This was called double stacked, where they actually have them side by side. You kind of see like the oil there. I oil everything. Now with the 40 cal, which is what I have, you're supposed to be able to get 10 rounds in here plus 1. Now this magazine isn't broken in, so I can only get 9 in here plus 1 in here. All right, so until I break it down or break it in, that's going to be my limitation. Sorry. That's going to be my limitation. So I'm going to have 1 less. So I usually keep 1 in the chamber. There'll be 9 in here, and that's it. So I can understand why folks might want to get the bigger magazine, not just for capacity, but just for just comfort or finger, or just however they grip. I'm trying to think of what else. What I like about this gun is it's a little heavier, right? So it's kind of like my 229, right? I like the added weight. Why? When you shoot, right? For me, with the added weight, kind of minimizes the recoil potential, right? With any gun that you start off with, you're going to adapt to it. You're going to get used to it, right? It's an acquired, motion, right? Kind of like how alcohol is an acquired taste. Same thing with certain guns. So for me, with the heavier weight, when I'm at the range or anything, I don't really notice that recoil. It shoots well. I like it. It's actually one of my everyday carries. I usually use a pocket holster like this, and that's it. It's in my pocket and no one ever notices, right? So it's a subcompact gun from Sig. They come in 9, 40, you can also do 357. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.